How goes it, everyone? Welcome back to Among Trees, what is probably the final episode of Among Trees, for, as I discussed last episode, at least in terms of season 1 of it, until the game updates further. So, starting off real quick, this episode, we're just kind of doing the final little things that I haven't really done. We're going to be doing some showing. We're going to sew up a new outfit, a new backpack, and then we're going to mess with some of the animals. See if there's anything you can do. I'm starting to get a sneaky suspicion that you can't do anything, simply because that skin stuff we needed belonged to a fish, right? Since it belonged to a fish, I'm like, okay. That tells me the animals are probably nothing there more than just kind of adding environment to the world, you know. Sorry, that looks like it's... That's weird. Is that off? Is that off center? It is. But yeah, I don't think we can do anything, but we'll see. I do have a first set of items in my inventory. I believe, is it the backpack I have? I do. I don't see the point in making the 14. I mean, I guess it's a little bit easier. It's one less. It's one less thread. It's the dog's bane, which you can usually find them at like 7 at a time, and rags. You know, give you like 2 extra spots. I think it is. I think we have 12. 3, 6, 9, 12. Yeah, we have 12. So that's 2 more, which is weird. Sure. Yeah, it's sort of easy as long as you can find the spots where these are. This one really is not that hard. Hoop fungus is kind of everywhere. Sticks are easy. Sewing thread, obviously, got a fish, but it's once you get that down, it's easy. The hardest part, honestly, is the chicory. It's one of the least... or the more rare, I guess, should say, of forageables. But I have it, so I feel like there's no reason for me to make this one. Like, I don't think there's any benefit to making that one, like, unless you were, like I said, desperate times or something. I'm just going to make this one. Sew item. Okay. So then, how does that placeholder? Where? So all the backpacks can just sit in your inventory. Okay, what does my backpack look like now? Ooh, look at that. Yeah, that's nice. That's quite nice. Much more space. So much more space. It'd be nice if you're still foraging. Sucks that it kind of comes at the end of the game, honestly, in the current state of it, right? It'd be nice to be going around foraging for stuff when having this, but it's fine. And the next thing, again, I'm gonna go with this one. You look at them, they do give you different things. Like this one's got more cold, but it's got like less stamina boosting, right? You're faster with this one. But the big selling for me is the camouflage. The camouflage is much higher. I mean, both of them are better than what I'm wearing. What I have right now has got like nothing, right? So they would both be an improvement. But since I kind of want to mess around with the animals, I'm assuming I'd want to have better camouflage. And so maybe I can get up closer. Plus the speed, that's going to be kind of neat. So we'll note that item. And let's see, we should have everything we need. So take those 2, one of those. And what was it? 4 cattails. Take those 2, and then 2 more. Take all of those. That was a bit of a pain to find. A little bit, not terrible. Just make a note of trying to grab stuff when you're out there in the world exploring. Which, again, being able to have the backpack a little bit sooner, which I guess you could, in theory, get it sooner, but just having that backpack sooner when you're out exploring to grab things is kind of what I talked about early on. I don't like not taking something when I see it. Obviously, I had to pass stuff up. But yeah, stuff like this. Like when you do see them spawn in, try and take it. Do it. Because you need 8 of them for this, right? And then stump moss. Got plenty of that. That should be all of that. Should we go in? We'll sew the item. Boom. Take that. That should sit in here, I guess. Yeah, in the placeholder. Where? Okay. Oh, what's that lower bar? What was that lower bar? Is that extra stamina? Oh, that must be how they handle the additional stamina it can give you, I guess. I'm guessing. What is that bar? It's got to be an extra stamina bar, right? I don't know why it popped up. Yeah, it's got to be stamina. Looking at it, because I can trick it with the sideways walk thing. Which, if you don't know what the sideways... here, let's sleep. I'm sleeping. I'll show you the sideways walk thing. Show you what I'm talking about. Day 39. Ooh. Oh, 38. Okay, I thought I was going to click over, but I forgot. It just shows you what day it is, not I click over. I don't have any food. I do have a food cooked. Eat it. It'll be easier if I wear this to show you the stamina thing. Jumping. Getting my stamina down. Show you here. Little thing I've kind of discovered. So if you keep moving, it gets bad. If you keep walking, sometimes it won't let you. Right now it's fine. It's doing it. Right. Let me burn through it again. Hold on. Sometimes if you continue to sprint, or even keep walking, it won't let. It's weird. It's finicky. Sometimes it will or it won't. If it's not like, instead of like stopping outright, waiting for it to go up, if it's like refusing to go up, just start holding, like walk sideways for a second. Like either hold A or D depending which way you want to look, and you can kind of keep moving. Like you can just seamlessly like do like this. And I find that because you're not holding W, it doesn't seem to register that you're moving still or something. It's weird, and like your stamina will go back up even if it wasn't before. kind of an amusing thing. But all right, let's go ahead. We'll take let's take some fish. You can eat the fish raw. It's fine. Some nice sushi fish, sushi shush, and let's see what we can do. There's no indicator of our camouflage. We don't have any indicator, right? But it's fine. We'll work with it. Yeah, that's gotta be an extra stamina bar. Okay, now can I get up on this rabbit? If I'm camouflage. I saw him scurry off this way, but let's see. There he is. I feel like he's seeing me the same. Does it not work with passive animals, like non-hostiles, non-aggressives, like the bear I'm gonna assume would be? Because I mean he's running all the same. Like it seems to make no real difference. So I guess it doesn't work in that way. Must work in a different sort of way. Yeah, he knows I'm here, so I'm not getting any closer to him. So that sucks. The deers are a bit more rare, but judging by the way the Mr. Bunnyman reacts, I'm gonna assume it won't do anything. We'll have to try and like corner one and get real close to one or something. But the big test here is, I guess, the bear. We're gonna go see what the bear's got over there. I mean, it looks like it's just a supply thing. And I guess the biggest question for me is, can I fight the bear? I suspect no. That's gonna be my guess. I'm gonna suspect and guess and just say no. That's kind of what I'm thinking here. It's my thoughts on it. Actually, one second. Hold on. Loud noises probably this entire time. Is that any better? Is that better? I'm not sure. I won't know if it actually was causing a problem. I had a fan on still. I didn't realize it. It was still on low, and sometimes that can be detected in the recording. So I flicked it off, turned it off there. But what was I saying? Yeah, I'm gonna hazard a guess that I probably can't do anything with this bear, and I think he's only hiding a standard point of interest. I don't think there's anything else that would currently be there, right? There he is there. Look at that big boy. Alright, here we go. I'm a little bit nervous. See, now that eye makes it seem like, is it just saying that because I'm like within range of being spotted? Does this outfit not work yet? Because it's not completely, like, there's still the placeholder text, right? There's still a placeholder description. Yes, it has stats on it, but do those stats work? I don't know. That always gives me a fright because it's so loud. In tall grass to stay hidden. I mean, like, is this tall grass or? Listen to him thumping. Or is it considering that stuff the tall grass? Okay. Ah, yeah, eyes closed. He can't see me. Okay. I see then. So it really only makes me like... Now, what's the difference if I'm not wearing this, though? I mean, I still can't be seen. I don't know if that makes a difference or not, having this outfit. Look at the big boy. Look at that big boy. What a big boy he is. I want to try to sneak up a little bit closer. Hello? Are you sniffing for me? Is that what's happening right now? Are you sniffing for me? Are you detecting that I'm here via scent? Listen to him. Such a big boy. I kind of want him to go over there because I want to get into that stack of grass. Hello, friend. I'm going to take all of the screenshots ever that you've ever seen in your entire life. Okay. Nothing. Ooh, that's gonna be quite a run. I don't know if he's got a pattern or not. Don't mind me, I'm just sort of watching. Okay, is he coming back this way now? Yeah, he is. Oh, he did that little head shake. What? You don't see me. The game up there tells me you don't see me. So don't even pretend. Don't even try and pretend. Don't even joke yourself. This is bad. He's gonna see me. No. 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 Woo! 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 Let's take a screenshot, nice and close. Boom. Woo! 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 I'm bleeding. I don't have a med kit. Bad. Hi, friend. Let's see if I can hit him. Nope. Nope. I'm dead. Oh, man. That straight up crashed my game. I died, and when I tried to reload it, it just crashed it out, and then I couldn't get my game to relaunch either, which wasn't great. But I got it here. I got it back up and running. I forgot to save before I went on my venture, but I've remade my stuff. So I'm back to where I was. However, I don't think I see a point in going back over there. I mean, it was fun. We could go play with him again a little bit if you want, Mr. Bearman. If you would like. But I think that's kind of it, right? I have one more thing I want to show you guys. One more spot that I want to get to. Trip, loud. That I want to get to end this off. I found it. I discovered it. It's a region in the map. I think it'd be just a nice spot to kind of hang out and then finish the episode off. Yeah. Hi, bear boy. Is there anything else here? Is there anything else over here? Like, I'm not seeing any like blueprint things. That's kind of what I'm really looking for, is blueprint markers. But I don't think there is any more blueprints because everything back home is all good in the hood, right? It's all done. Wow, you're a big boy. Boom! Look at that. Say cheese. All the screenshots. Anything? I don't think I see anything. All right, let's get out of here. Yeah, let me go ahead and get to where I gotta get to. I'll probably have to sleep along the way. Just kind of the furthest point away from my hoosey hoos, but I think it'll be worth it. He does not still see me. I stopped that game. You're being ridiculous. There we go. All right, yeah. Let me get there, and I'll bring you back when it's time to close out the episode, when I'm in my place. I'm not there yet. Just wanted to kind of come in and, I don't know. I still do love this game in terms of the visuals. It's such a beautiful game. Like, look at that. How can that not be something you like to look at? As the sun's setting, colors are changing, getting more fiery and intense. That's one thing I'm gonna miss about playing this game. It's just kind of the environment. I wish. Well, I'll talk about more of that when I get to the spot. But yeah, it's just too nice. It's amazing. They did such a good job with that. All right, we're at the end of the climax of the series, and how's this for a spot, huh? How's this for a spot? Looks like it's some sort of I guess it probably leads out to an ocean or something like that. Maybe this would be what's it called? A fjord? Is that what it's called? Kind of like a little inlet that eventually rolls out to the ocean. Is that it is? A fjord with the nice mountains in the background. You know, look at that. Look at that cheese. Yeah, I found this while I was looking around for chicory and bees and stuff one day. Came up here looking. It goes all the way along. You can walk along the beach a little bit. Oh, is it gonna give us some rain? Some moody rain as we're ending off the series, season 1 of the series. Nice. Yeah. So, I guess at this point, we'll just do a little bit of final thoughts, things such as that with the game. Little things that I kind of picked up on, learned, suggestions if you're, someone new and just stumbled upon the game now, and somehow you found this video among all the others, and you're looking for maybe some little tips and stuff. I'm no pro, but I can, little things that I've just discovered that are helpful little things. They only obviously apply to what the current version of the game is that you can see at the top of the screen. That may all change in the future, right? It's kind of the point of these games. Things evolve and change as time goes on. It doesn't stay the same. That'd be kind of cool to actually be up there, but I don't think it can. But yeah, overall, I really liked the game. I got a little salty at the beginning of the last episode with the fishing. Little frustrating, a little bit irritating. It was could have been easier or better implemented. I should say, not easier, because it's really not that difficult once you kind of figure out how it all works, right? The fishing, but that's really the only negative thus far that really stands out to me. Like, obviously there's little weird funny things that happen or whatever, right? But it's a good game. I enjoy it, and like I was saying, the artwork is hands down probably the best part of the game. Just being able to go out there and explore, walk around in this forest, the colors, the atmosphere, like, the environment, the rain. It's not heavy on the screen, right? Which is probably good, but the sound is nice, and there's enough of a visual that you like. Yeah, it's raining, and then like the color change to kind of let you know, yeah, it's about to rain. And it's actually gotten heavier than this before too, where I've had it storm, right, like it thunders or whatever, which is really nice too. I do wish though, because the map obviously is restricted to this. It's a fairly nice done map. It's all pretty. I just wish there was more interest, maybe a little bit more diversity with it, right? Like, you're among trees, you're supposed to be in the forest. That makes sense. I just wish they'd amp it up a little bit, because, I did that exploration episode and came around here, and I didn't really feel the need to be out there, right? The only reason I ever would want to leave my home area was here, because there's cattails, right? Like, you go to Larch, you get cattails. And then I'm beyond that, yeah, there's the blueprints, but once you get the blueprint, there's not much other point to being out here currently, right? As the game evolves, it might be more beneficial, and I would love to see them utilize this land more, because there's a lot of land up here that beyond the blueprint, well, that's the point. What's the point? There's no point, none to be there, right? So I'd love to see them find a way to utilize that land a bit better. Maybe, like I said, make a more unique area, another little unique area. On the map here, you got the little larch grove that's like kind of tucked in here. I'd actually like to see them amp that up a bit more too, right? Because there's that spot somewhere around here, I think, where like the grass changes color for a bit there. It's like the longer grass and all that. Make this little larch tree grove, amp it up. Make it even more interesting, more unique, a more magical place. Not like fantasy, right? But you go in there, you got these glowing kind of golden larch trees, and do something with the grass. Change it up, Make it its own little special, own little mini biome or something, right? Like, I'm not saying go crazy with the biomes and stuff like that, but just give some more interest to the map. I'd love to see that, and then, like I said, give better uses or reasons to come further out, and not dumb reasons, not like, hey, we added this item to the game, or this plant to the game, or what have you. Let's go ahead and we'll stick it in this very top corner just to make life difficult. It only ever spawn up here. I mean, sure, but at least make the area worthwhile. You know what I mean? Don't like half-ass it or something like that. That would suck to see. That would I feel like it would ruin it. Yeah. But I mean, in general, yeah, it's pretty good. Part of me, I'm conflicted about being stuck with just the cabin. I get why. It's, you know, the rest of the world is supposed to be kind of the wild. I kind of wish you could do more with the cabin then. Like, you can expand it, but I wish you could customize it even more. Like, yeah, there is the decorations, but yeah, go back to the thing with, like, lighting. Give us, like, little candles. You got beeswax, and you have jute rope or even just cloth that, you know, you could say, oh, you turn it into a string, right? Like, what's it called? A wick. That's what I'm thinking of, right? There you go. A little candle or something, right? Just little things like that. Just kind of to improve on the game, the atmosphere of the game. In terms of like any little tips and stuff like that, pick up everything. Like, it's kind of just almost repeating, but pick up everything you can when you see it. Like, within reason, obviously. But if you see it, try and get it. Because at some point, you're going to need it. And when you need it, all of a sudden, you're not going to be able to find it. Right? Obviously, it's easier now because I have this backpack. I can get even more stuff. All right? But when you're starting out, get everything you can, especially if you start exploring early, before like you even really start making advancements. You're going to be finding things you don't know why you're going to need it, but it's there, right? So if you're new a player, try and inventory manage, obviously, but do your best to try and get everything you can, because eventually you're going to run into a point where you're going to need something, and you're not going to have it. And then you're going to be out there in the wild, and you're going to be like, what the heck, where is this stuff? Especially chicory. If you see chicory, grab it. If your inventory is full, I'm going to suggest you sacrifice something else for it. Go out to the wild with the bare minimum, right? An axe, if that, right? But I like to bring an axe because then you can, if you find a point of interest, you can chop boxes and the lockpick. Because again, you can pick the locks open. I don't need my fishing rod on me, but I just have it on me. It's fine. Really, those are the only two bare minimum that I feel like you'd want to travel with for sure. Then you have your food, etc., etc. But go travel bare minimum, and like chicory, get it for sure. Mushrooms and all that, like, yeah, they're good food sources in a pinch, but at this point I've almost moved beyond them, so like you really don't need to stockpile them. It's not that much of an issue. In terms of like points of interest and stuff like that, like these spots, like where the tower things are, or even just the other ones, don't try not to mess with them if you can't pick everything up. Like, get the stuff on the ground, sure, but try not to like bust open the boxes or open the lockpick, because you're gonna see something in there, and unless you're gonna go right back, like, you know, if you're gonna go cabin, offload, and then go right back, I think I've noticed the inventory resets if you reload the game. So then you might lose out. You might find some seeds and be like, sweet, and then like, then you go back the next time and they're not there. So only commit to them when you're ready, and after the first time you get them. They obviously never respawn as much as they once did. I'm stuck. They actually never respawn as much as they once did, but they always seem to have 3 boxes. They have one near the lockbox, and then they have 2 that are further away. So just kind of keep that in mind, so you're not like kind of completely wasting your time if you're going out hunting for materials that only like really spawn there. There's usually always 3 boxes, I've noticed. In terms of fishing, check out last episode. I gave some little tips and tricks and stuff like that for what I've noticed with fishing. But I'm not gonna go over them again here. I think at this point we are we're at the end here. I'm just kind of watching the sunset go down while I'm finishing it up here. But I think that's it. Unless there's something I don't know about in this game that you happen to know about that I've missed, that's it. This is it. This is the end of season 1. Like I said, I'm 100% open to doing a season 2 when the game updates further. You know, not like 1 update or 2 updates, like a fair number of updates. It doesn't have to be a full release, right? But once it moves and there's more to do, I will gladly come out. I'll do a 2nd season. I would even do a 3rd season, you know what I mean? Like, depending where this game goes in the future. But I have no problem with that. I would keep playing the game now if there was things to do, right? So that's a good thing. If you're a developer and you've somehow seen this, bravo. I still want to play your game. I just need more content, because now at this point there's no reason for me to do anything. Right? But, yeah, I can go fish, but for what reason? Yeah, I can survive, but for what reason? Like, what do I need to survive now? I've made what I need to make and all that stuff, right? But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this series. If you did, be sure to leave a like down below. Opinions on the game, things such as that, leave those down below. And if you're new, be sure to subscribe. Love to have you a part of the channel. But until next time.